Hello, guys. Welcome back to Wafer, this podcast.
That is not the intro you rehearsed.
Hi, guys. I'm Maylee.
And I'm Nicole.
And, what's our first topic for today?
The first topic is a really good one. Today we're going to be talking about the TikTok Rizz party.
Oh, I love that. I've never heard of it.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Mm.
Have you actually, you know about the TikTok Rizz party, though, right?
I don't think I do. Is that where that kid is from?
Which one, kid?
I don't know, that, kid at that party.
What? Okay, so now I get to explain my TikTok Rizz party lore that I know.
I'm so excited.
This is
I
not
don't think I know anything, genuinely.
This is not my first time talking about the TikTok Rizz party lore. I became very obsessed with it a few weeks ago, and I was just having so much fun explaining it to a couple of my friends over and over. Like, Zach, I'm so sorry. I made you listen to my explanation of the TikTok Rizz party lore.
I'm excited.
I think 3 times at least. So, basically the TikTok Rizz party, I'm sure you've seen it on TikTok. It's that video of those kids singing to Carnival.
Okay, so
oh, you know that video?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to with that kid at that party.
So basically, I don't know where I usually start with my TikTok Rizz party lore because I'm a little bit I'm out of practice a little bit now. It's been a couple weeks. So
you got this. I believe in you.
So basically, technically, it wasn't even a TikTok Rizz party. It's actually, okay, let me introduce some of the characters. So the main character one of the main characters is Blue Tie Kid. And
that's what I'm thinking of.
He is the group leader. And we know this just because he's clearly the group leader in this video. It's very clear. All the other ones seem like they're trying to trying to impress him. And so it's just very, it's very clear that he is the group leader.
Okay.
Now, another character, my favorite character of the TikTok Rizz party, is Turkish Quandale Dingle.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of. I know the name.
TQD.
The abbreviation?
No, it's so funny. Because someone, posted that on TikTok. They were talking about, oh yeah, when TQD, blah, 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 blah. And I knew exactly what it was.
That's
it was so bad.
Funny.
Turkish Quandale Dingle is, in my opinion, he is the second in command. See, there's been some,
Co-alpha?
Yeah. But there's been, some debate about who the second in command really is. A lot of people mistakenly say that White Shirt Kid, another character, yeah, they think that he's the second in command. He's not. You can just, it's just very obvious.
Very clearly.
Because
Mr. Turkish.
I feel okay, I did see a video breaking down the TikTok Rizz party.
This is crazy.
And so that's where I'm getting this idea from, but I just think that video was correct. It's just, you can see that Turkish Quandale Dingle, he does try to, he challenges the group leader at one point. Because he, starts doing that, dance.
I wish you guys had visuals. The visuals are crazy.
But they know what I'm talking about because they know the TikTok Rizz party, hopefully. And if not, they will search videos of it right now. I'll pause. Okay, that's enough time. Now
that you've watched and you're back, now you can watch the lore.
So, basically, you see, he does try to challenge the group leader at one point, but I don't think he's really worried too much about, impressing the group leader in general. In the rest of the videos, he's kind of, in the back or whatever. I think it's just really he's not worried about his place.
It's an understated dominance.
Yeah, he's not worried.
He doesn't need to prove anything.
Exactly. And White Shirt Kid seems like he's still trying to prove something. Well, Turkish Quandale Dingle is in the back, and he's not worried about his spot in the...
A true alpha never worries about their dominance.
Exactly. He already...
They know.
He knows. He's just,
He's giving the limelight to White Shirt Kid. He's letting
Not even, because he didn't even have the limelight. He was just trying to impress. But it's just, Turkish Quandale Dingle is above that. See, well, White Shirt Kid and Tomato Boy were trying to impress still, and No Name Kid.
That's cruel.
I don't know if he's No Name Kid. No, wait, no, it's kid who's trying to fit in.
That's even worse. I'd kill. I would not. I'm not gonna say that.
It's like, okay, yeah, but well, they're trying to fit in. Turkish Quandil Dingle, again, not worried about it. He knows his spot. He's not worried. Nobody's gonna take his spot. Mm-hmm. He is clearly the second in command. Mm-hmm. And for people to still keep referring to White Shirt Kid as second in command, you have not delved into, is that correct? I don't know. But you haven't really fully, like, realized, you haven't, like, watched enough of TikTok Rizz Party in order to understand that. Yeah. Clearly, Turkish Quandil Dingle. Yeah, educate yourself right now on the TikTok Rizz Party. Because that's just so ignorant.
To think
that White Shirt Kid is the second in command. And also, my main reasoning is, like, it's just very fucking obvious. Because after this TikTok Rizz Party happened, and it blew up on TikTok, they've been, like, doing interviews and shit. It's, like, so funny.
Oh
like,
my god.
But it's always Blue Tie Kid and Turkish Quandil Dingle. I've never seen any of the other ones do an interview. It's always those two. And they, like, went on, they did, like, a couple interviews together or whatever.
Do you know their real names?
Turkish Quandil Dingle's name is, like, Mike. And then the...
Underwhelming.
And, Blue Tie Kid? I can't remember his name at all. I knew it, I just don't remember.
It's not necessary, but I just wanted to know if, like...
if I knew.
What are their... I wish they were here, and I wish we could talk to them, and
I wish we could interview them.
What is your stance on your...
No, literally. It's crazy. And, so they did a couple interviews together and whatever. In one of the interviews, first of all, Blue Tie Kid was, like, talking about, like, how it wasn't really a TikTok Rizz Party. It literally is just a Sweet 16 that they went to. And so the lore really is that, this guy named TikTok Tom was at the, some middle-aged guy named TikTok Tom was at the TikTok Rizz Party, and he was literally just, like, he was there probably just, like, to like, do, like, the videos and stuff, but, like...
Yeah, videographer moment.
Yeah, so he was just, like, he basically told them, like, oh, like, whenever, like, I bring the camera around, you guys have to, like, get super hype and whatever.
TikTok
like, this is...
it up.
Yeah, because this is gonna go, like, on TikTok, probably. And so, because they didn't really want to be on TikTok, it's just because this guy was there, you know, whatever. And I guess what Blue Tie Kid explained is that they played Carnival twice, and first time it was just, like, the girls were, like, getting really into it, and then they paused the song, and they were like, we're gonna play it again, now this time the boys gotta get into it. And so that's what really, the TikTok, that's where the TikTok Rizz Party was born.
This is crazy.
It's crazy how much I know about this.
I don't even think I've seen, like, the video. So I'm, like, trying to, like, I've seen clips, like, I know, like, I see, like, the kid in the blue tie in, like, a purplish light, and I can see him, like, in the front, and that's, like, all I'm imagining right now, and it's, like, a paused screenshot of it, so
that's,
like,
so funny.
That's just, like, in my head, and I'm like, okay, yes.
You know the funniest part?
What is it? I'm so excited.
Is that this does not deserve lore. If you see the videos, you will know. It's literally just them dancing? Yes! That's exactly what it is. That's why it's so funny.
I'm gonna look up TikTok Rizz Party real quick, because I have to know.
I'm
pretty sure I've seen...
No, I'll be able to find a video better for you. Because sometimes when you search it, like, they don't just put the full video. It's kind of fucking annoying. But yeah. Basically, I'm crazy.
I've seen this.
Yeah, like, I'm crazy.
Okay.
But, anyways, back to the lore. Mainly focus.
I'm sorry, we're looking out for Dingle himself.
We're learning about the TikTok Rizz Party right now. Let's have some respect.
I'm a visual learner. I was just, you know, getting the visuals in.
But I did the dance for you. You should already have
I
the
did.
visuals.
Yeah, I did. That was helpful.
Oh my god. Gus, like, I literally just took a piece of chicken and he literally just lunged for it. Oh my god. He's fiending for the ketchup. No, get away from the ketchup. Oh my god. He's, like, actually tweaking.
White dog eats ketchup.
He's literally tweaking over this chicken right now.
He wants it so bad. Gus, please go. Anyway, Rizz Party.
Back to what I was saying. They do cameos. Like, I think...
How old are these boys?
They're like 16 or something. Like 15 or 16.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure that I saw someone saying that you can get a cameo from Turkish Quandale Dingle, which I want so bad. Like, that's so funny. I love Turkish Quandale Dingle. I'm sorry. Like, that's my favorite TikTok Rizz Party character.
Names? I mean, like...
He's also not Turkish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what does this boy look like? To where they're like, oh.
It's just so funny. But also, tell me why they are doing ads now. Like, literally, Blue Tie Kid and Turkish Quandale Dingle were, like, they were doing, like, some sort of thing for... Or they did... No, sorry, not an ad. A partnership with Marc Jacobs.
Oh my god.
Marc Jacobs gave them Marc Jacobs stuff. Like, and they posted a video with it.
No, because I'm jealous. That should
Like,
be
they
me.
just capitalized on it so well that it's so funny.
Good for them. Honestly.
Like, I mean, it sucks for them because they have to go to school and, like,
this is their
be
peak.
made fun of, you know? And it's just, like, there's, like, a video of, like, some kid going up to Turkish Quandale Dingle and, like, doing the dance in front of him and, like, being weird, like, in the cafeteria.
It's not funny, but it's like, thank God when I was in high school, this didn't happen to me, because I would die.
And Turkish Quandale Dingle said on one of the interviews that that kid was, like, a senior. And people were, like, trying to get him, like, expelled from his school or something.
Oh my god, that's so
And they asked,
sad.
like, oh, did that kid get expelled? And he's like, no, I hope not. Like, I don't want to, like, it's a senior year. Like, I don't want to...
So
It's so funny. That's so embarrassing for, like, the kid that was doing that.
Yeah, no, the senior, no, that's... Don't make fun of... These guys literally did not mean to get famous like this, or, like, internet fame.
It's just crazy. But now they're on the up, because they're doing partnerships with Marc Jacobs. This was, like, a few days ago or something.
That's insane.
It's actually crazy.
Good for them. I'm happy for them.
Also, another part of the lore... People are shipping them. It's called Blue Dingle.
Guys, hey, these are 16-year-old boys.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the Blue Dingle edits are so fucking funny.
Blue Dingle's hilarious.
I saw a Blue Dingle edit that was like... I'm sorry, I've watched it so many times because it's so fucking funny. It has, like, the lesbian flag over the background. And then it's...
That's funny.
Literally that song from that one musical, I don't know. Straight hair,
Yeah.
I've watched it so many times. It's so fucking funny.
I want an edit of them dancing, but you remember when Timothy Chalamet, like the bow, 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 bow,
Yeah,
with the
Pity Party?
in it. Please, someone do that, but them dancing.
Wait, is that Pity Party? No, that's Playdate.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, but I think that would be, perfect. I want them dancing and then
The edits of them are just so fucking funny. It's so funny. I need to show you some after this.
Yeah, I'll get into that TikTok Rizz Party.
So far I've talked about the TikTok Rizz Party for about 13 minutes.
Really? That's crazy. But I'm educated now. You know, I know more about the Rizz Party. Sorry, I'm moving a lot this episode, guys. I don't know if you can hear the bed, like, shuffling.
Probably. They can also probably hear my crunching.
We're
popcorn chicken.
getting crazy this episode.
Oh yeah, guys, we are filming this one back to back from that episode 5. We took like a half hour or an hour break.
We took a break. We did.
But
I need to move.
So we still don't have mics plugged in.
Yeah, so you can probably hear my little bed getting silly. Anyway,
It sounded crazy.
I know it did. I was just gonna ignore it, but
you knew my little bed getting silly. Hello.
TikTok Rizz Party. That's crazy. I'm happy I know the lore now.
I can't believe you didn't before.
Yeah, I have lore in my head, but it's just it's like celebrity lore of like my like fandom things, and that's all the room I have for in my head.
Right.
So,
No, I have plenty of space for like useless ass information. Like useless lore.
I know some stupid things. That's my doing though. We apply our brains. That's
In
all
different ways.
In different ways. No, I know some things that I should, like, not that I shouldn't. I'm trying to think of an equivalent of what's my TikTok Rizz Party?
No, I don't think there's probably not. Like, I shouldn't know this much about this TikTok Rizz Party.
I think it's funny though.
It's just so fun.
Damn.
And I love it more that there's, like, no actual real lore, or there's no reason for it to be lore.
No, it's really funny. Like, these are just kids at dancing. And then everyone was like, okay. The internet's such a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Like, look what we did to these kids. Now they're getting stuff from Marc Jacobs. They couldn't have done that without the Rizzlers. What is their
Without TikTok Tom.
TikTok Tom. Shout out to TikTok Tom. We're gonna have him next episode on the podcast. It's gonna be great.
I feel like we can get TikTok Tom. We probably can't get Turkish Quandale Dingle, but we can get TikTok Tom.
Yeah. TikTok Tom, our people will be in contact with your people.
Yay! Yippee! Oh my god.
What a time.
This is such a podcast. This is a podcast.
This is the podcast.
This is so awesome.
Who else is talking about TikTok Rizz Party?
Nobody's doing it like us.
When did TikTok Rizz Party come to be?
I think, like, about a bit over a month ago.
Okay, and is the fandom still going strong? Or is the fandom
I don't know. I
dwindling?
haven't really seen much about the TikTok Rizz Party
So
as
we're
much
a month
anymore.
late, but we're still talking about TikTok Rizz Party, and no other podcast does it like that.
Yeah, exactly. I think I see some things once in a while, but, like, yeah, it's not as relevant anymore. I just needed to discuss it at some point.
Well, now I know. All right.
Moving on.
TikTok Rizz Party.
I did also want to say, not last episode, because we just filmed last episode, but episode 4, I did mention that I was going to Mitski concert. Mitski. So, Mitski was awesome. She was just so, like, I was just mesmerized the entire time.
I could imagine.
She's just perfect and amazing.
Oh.
However, so we discussed, like, the way that it
I was gonna say the vibes.
It was a seated concert, so you sat the whole time, and honestly, like, I didn't see anyone stand up, which is nice. Like, it was just, like, it was, like...
They respected it.
Yeah, that was good. Like, I didn't really see people standing up or anything, and also, there were, like, not too many phones.
That's
like,
good.
Because Mitski has stated before that it's, like, she doesn't mind a phone, like, if you, like, film one song or something, but she doesn't want you filming the whole concert, which... Understandable, like, it's, like, real. There's too many phones at concerts.
I agree. It's the worst, especially when they're, like, right in front of your view, and you're like, could you just literally, please?
So there, of course, were phones, but it was a lot less than I've ever seen at any other concert.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I love the vibes. The thing is, though, that there were a couple of annoying people, not as crazy as, like, some of the things I had seen on TikTok before then, but, Excuse me. Anyways.
Like I said, no podcast does it like this.
Yeah, exactly.
We're real, we're raw, we're genuine. Gus
so
is looking back at you.
He didn't like that, but he smells the chicken still, and he's just wanting it so bad.
Oh, poor thing.
Anyways, so TikTok.
You're still on TikTok Rizz Party?
No. Mitski.
Heavy on the
Mitski, she did do, like, some fan interaction at the very beginning before she, like, started.
Okay.
She gave, like, a warning or something. She's like, sorry, but I won't be talking to you guys anymore, like, throughout this. Like, she said something like,
okay.
oh, like, I won't be talking throughout this. Like, she gave a little warning, you know? However, there were still some people who did, like, when she would get quiet, they started yelling. Like, as if she didn't clearly state, I'm not going to be responding to it anymore.
Yeah.
And she didn't.
Good for her.
But it's just, like, that's so annoying. Like, it's just, she already said she's not going to,
so, like, why try?
So then why are you doing that? It's just to be annoying. And also, the way that she did it, because she had choreography for the whole thing, it was just basically her on this little stage with, like, a spotlight.
Okay.
And so, like, the whole thing was just, like, her own, like, choreography and everything.
That's cool.
And it was just really cool. But the thing is, like, when she would transition from song to song, she was still, like, moving and, like, still, like, doing something. It still, like, felt like it was part of the whole thing.
That's fun.
It was, like, it felt like it all, like, sort of connected.
Cohesive.
And everything, like, that she was doing, it was still, like, she, like, the way she would, like, move a chair or something. Like, everything was just with intention and very, like, it was part of it. And so when she is quiet and she's like moving like between like songs and stuff, she's still performing.
Yeah, it's still.
And so that's why it's so freaking annoying to hear people like yelling at her when she's still
the act's still going. Yeah,
like she's still performing right now. Like, calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, clapping and cheering after the song is over, but then to like scream things at her while it's still like quiet is just so annoying. Especially after she stated that she wouldn't be responding to it.
That's very. It reminds me of when I went to the 1975. Maddie Healy did like and like the whole band kind of did a similar thing. Like there was a stage. The stage was set up like a house, so there was like floors, and in between certain songs, like the house would change. So he'd go out the front door. Other people would enter the front door, and it was like you'd see like a house, like people moving in the house, and like people would be like screaming at them then. And I was like, guys, it's a performance. This is an act. Like, watch it maybe.
Like, this is still part of it. Calm down.
Like, they're still performing, so I kind of understand what you're saying with that one. That's really fun. I love when they do stuff like that. I love when, I mean, like, every concert's a performance, but I love when it's, like, a performance. Every action has intention and meaning behind it. And it's so beautiful, and I love that.
It was so beautiful. Like, everything, just, the whole thing was so beautiful, and it was just very, like, raw. Mm-hmm. And it was just, like, it was such
I could imagine.
A good concert. It was amazing. And again, like, I just was mesmerized the entire time, just, like, watching her. Like, she was just amazing.
I could not imagine it. Just, like,
It was so amazing. And, but then I don't remember exactly what someone yelled, but I think someone yelled, like, mother or something at some point. It was so fucking annoying. And we were all just like, oh, shut the fuck up. But there were people that would be like, I love you, Mitski! Or, like, something, like, be quiet.
Be quiet, yeah. It always bothers me, like, even in, like, normal concert clips when it goes all quiet and then they yell something, like, in the middle. I'm like, everyone's silent for a reason. Stop.
And also, it's so annoying, because it's, like, one person will yell something and then get the attention, and then everyone wants to yell.
And then everyone yells.
Ugh. But also, she wasn't giving the attention, so it's like, why do you keep trying to shut up?
It's not gonna work.
Just be quiet. You're making the experience annoying for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And also, she doesn't like that either.
Yeah, especially if she stated in the beginning.
And she, like, I've seen, like, clips of her being, like, telling people to, like, not to be quiet, but, like, just, like,
respect
she's, like, mentioned. Yeah, it's just, like, annoying.
It's a respect thing.
But other than that, it was a really good concert.
That's good. That's so fun. I'm so happy you got to see her. Sounded like an amazing concert. On the topic of concerts, I'm so excited. This morning, woke up at 8 this morning to get concert tickets to see my favorite band, Inhaler, and I'm so excited. I luckily got pre-sale, which I'm, like, so excited about, because I was like, I'm not going to get pre-sale, and it's going to suck. But apparently I'm signed up for Live Nation, which makes sense because I get the emails all the time, but I just didn't think of it, and I was, like, trying to sign in, and it was like, you already have an account. Checked my email. I got pre-sale. I got tickets. They were only $42 a piece, which is not bad at all. I'm so excited. And the concert's on Halloween.
Oh.
So it's gonna be, and last year they dressed up, so I'm, like, really, I don't know. I'm so excited.
You get to dress up?
I do. I've been checking my spam account the other night, and I had posted, like, on my thing, like, me manifesting seeing Inhaler, and I thought that was so funny, because I'm like, well, full circle moment, now I am, and I'm so excited, and it's gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna be in the front row.
I'm gonna sound so bad saying this. I didn't realize, like, I'm sorry. I've never heard of Inhaler other than when you talk about it.
That's
How
real.
popular are they?
Okay, so their lead singer, Elijah Houston, is a Nepo baby.
Okay.
His dad is, Bono from U2.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
They're not, like, I'm gonna search how many listeners they have monthly.
Yeah, because when you were saying, like, I was worried I wouldn't get pre-sale, I was like, oh, I didn't know they were, like, big like that.
There's their monthly listeners. I'm bad with numbers, so I'm not gonna say that out loud.
787.9K monthly. That is pretty good, yeah.
So
that's really good. That's better than I expected, because I was just like, I had never heard of them.
Yeah, they're Irish too, so they'd never come to, like, if they do come to the States, they're not here. So the fact that they actually are coming here, I was like, thank you, God. So I'm so excited. I don't know. Now I'll be seeing 4 out of my 5 favorite artists. So I need one more, Joe Keery, go on tour. And I've seen all my favorite artists, and that's all I could ever ask for in life. So I'm so excited.
Oh, speaking of Joe Keery, didn't you say that there was, like, some...
Joe drama.
Yeah.
I say drama, like air quotes. It's not really drama. Something weird's happening on his Instagram on Joe Time. I just want to say DeJoe every time I see his name, but I know it's not. Anyway, some person came onto the account and was like, by the way, guys, Joe doesn't run this account. It's me, Corey, with an E. And, like, everyone's, like, really weirded out by it. And they're like, oh, okay. But he just keeps posting, like, interesting stuff. And everyone's like, we know it's you, Joe. And I'm not sure if it is. And he's just being a little, not a weirdo. It's just, like...
A weirdo.
He's soaking in that fame. Corey is. So... It's just weird. I just want to know what's happening.
I wonder if it is just Joe.
I kind of... Because this is the post, and it's, like, new stuff. On the other hand... Some of you thought this was someone other than Joe behind the post on this account, and well, you thought right. It's me, Corey. Yes, with an E. Thanks, Mom. Haha. He's just like a little weirdo and a freak. It's like...
That's so
good for him, though.
Maybe it's like a character thing, or maybe it has to do with his, like, some upcoming music.
I feel like it has to, because that's like what... I mean, like, Joe started off with, like, an act, like, he wears the wig. Like, Joe is supposed to be, like, separate from Joe Keery. And that's kind of, like, the point. That was, like, the whole point in the beginning. That's why he wears the wig. That's why he does the thing. So everyone's like, this definitely is like, an
something,
act.
Yeah. Especially since, like, if it really was, like, someone else, like, took his account and, like, was doing this, even if they were allowed on his account, but if they started doing this, it would very much not be allowed.
Yeah, he says that, like, he's like, Joe's my boss. And
like,
it's like,
it would very much be, like, his team would take over and be like, we're shutting this account down.
Yeah, so it's like, it has to be, either it is just this guy named Corey, and Joe has been, like, employed him.
Yeah.
Because Joe doesn't like social media that's, like, pretty well known, but it's also, like, I'm on to you.
I don't know, it seems like part of, like, a thing.
That's what I'm like, it's gotta be something. He's, like, hinting at something here. So.
New album, Joe?
Joe, new album? Tour, Joe?
Okay.
I hope you go on tour, but also, can I get a job first so I can get money? So you can go on tour and I can go? Thanks. Shout out, Joe. Anyway, that's my Joe lore.
Speaking of new albums, Taylor Swift dropped her new album.
Tortured Poets
the Tortured
Department.
She sings about Fortnite for about 4 minutes.
Isn't that the one with Post Malone?
Yeah.
I love how Post Malone said nothing about this, but when he did the song with Morgan Wallen, he promoted it a bunch, and I think that's really funny, because it's like,
hilarious.
I know Morgan Wallen's big, but like...
I honestly don't know who that is.
He's a country singer.
But that just makes it so funny.
It is. No, it's so funny that he's like, yes, I did do a song with Taylor Swift, but I also did this song with Morgan Wallen.
I might get, like, my head chopped off, but I did not like the album.
Controversial. I need to sit down and listen to the album completely. I did buy the CD from Target because I have all their other CDs, so I have to have a complete collection. Mm-hmm. But I've heard, like, most songs on, like, TikTok. Yeah. But I haven't sat down and listened to everything. I need to do that. But from what I've heard, I'm not a big fan.
It all sounds like the same beat. And she's just singing in the same, like, monotone kind of voice.
Taylor.
And I'm sorry, Taylor, your lyrics are really annoying sometimes when you use a bunch of big words that it just sounds like you're throwing in big words just to say big words. It just sounds a bit annoying.
It's all very, I say this lightly, millennial.
Yeah.
It feels very millennial. And Taylor's trying to still, like, I think, uphold her young teen audience. And I just don't think she
wants to be Lana so bad.
She wants to be Lana so bad.
I'm sorry, Taylor. I prefer Taylor as, like, very, like, pop, like, upbeat music.
I agree. Like, I like her older albums a lot. Like...
Or, like, her country. Like, you know, it just has to be a bit more upbeat. I don't really like this, like... It just doesn't suit her and her voice, I don't think.
She's trying to be this, like you said, Lana, this kind of, like... Not depressed, but, like...
Yeah, like more sad, sultry.
Oh, I'm
like,
so
it's just
sad.
like...
It's like you're rich. Not that said, rich people can't be sad, but... And, like, the post that I sent you on TikTok, that, like, you wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me, and it's a mansion.
Yeah, it shows her childhood home, and it's literally, like, a fucking mansion.
A mansion.
That being said, please don't kill us, guys. But, you know...
It's rough.
We're not fans of the album.
And I think, you know what, it's okay to not be... She had her time. I don't think her time is necessarily over.
I don't think so either. I just think that this isn't... It doesn't suit her.
This isn't her. Taylor, this isn't you.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of this album.
I agree, unfortunately.
She needs to go back to making music like Style. We never go out of style.
That's Taylor Swift.
Out of style.
Oh, she's putting too much feeling into her work.
It just feels not genuine, is what it is.
Like I said, she's trying to, like, I don't know, uphold this audience that isn't hers. I don't even know. I don't know, Taylor.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Onika Burgers.
Onika Burgers.
Why Onika Burgers?
Why Onika Burgers? Good question. Why Onika Burgers?
Can you explain?
Can I explain Onika Burgers?
Yeah, why Onika Burgers?
You'll see, well, on Twitter this one day.
Onika Burgers.
Onika Burgers. Do you know the start of Onika Burgers?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, then no need to explain. You guys get Onika Burgers.
You need to know Onika... Like, why don't you guys know Onika Burgers?
You're listening to our podcast and you don't know Onika Burgers?
You don't know why Onika Burgers. Okay.
That's pretty embarrassing.
That is really embarrassing. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of our podcast.
Oh my gosh.
This one was very Rizz
celebrity
party
based
filled.
It's like if TikTok Rizz party was with like all of the celebrities we talked about. That was how I described this episode.
That'd be kind of awesome.
Hey, TikTok Rizz party, but like
Turkish Quandale Dingle, please come on our podcast, please.
Oh god.
Oh my god, wait, I have to throw in another thing. I saw this like one thing of like in one of the interviews. It was like an edit that I saw of like one of their interviews in which Blue Tie Kid got asked and he's like, oh yeah, no, we're not dating, like I have a girlfriend. And then it was like a Ricky Montgomery song. It was like, I'm shattered now. And it's just like an edit of Turkish Quandale Dingle looking sad. No. It's so funny. It's so funny. I'm
gonna go watch TikTok Rizz party TikTok.
She's gonna go watch Blue Dingle edits because I'm gonna show her them right now.
Blue Dingle is so crazy.
It sounds so bad.
It does. It's like blue waffles. If you know, you know.
Our pen's clicking.
Beautiful. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast, and never forget Onika Burgers, and
yeah,
have a good one.